And so there is the back of the leg. One of the things that I decided when I came here to Mexico was that I wanted to work in a less toxic way. I had been teaching polyurethane mold making in the Bay Area, and I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore for myself and for the environment. These are plaster molds, pure plaster, and they're relatively easy to make once you know what you're doing. They do not give you as much detail as a polyurethane mold, but that's not what I'm looking for with my work. This is, I think, 7 layers of paper. One of the great things about these molds is that I can use them over and over and over and over and over again. This is the back of the legs, this is the front of the legs. There's a mold for the foot. This is a 3-piece mold of one of the feet for one type of sculpture that I'm making. I've made different feet, and that's the other thing about these molds, is that if I want to change them a little bit with the paper, I can just make another mold, the feet in a different direction, a little bit different. And so there is the back of the leg. This is the paper that I use. This is called, here in Mexico, papel estraza. And I think it's called craft paper. What I like about it is that it's thin, it's recycled, it's easy to manipulate, and what we do with it is we take the sheets and we tear them off. And in order to put them in the molds, I like to have the torn edge. I mean, somebody else might like to have this straight edge in their work, but I like to have the torn edge. So we tear this off and we make pieces, and depending on the mold size, we put either larger or smaller pieces in with various types of glue. This is the result. This is a front of a leg, a back of a leg. Flanges, they get glued together. Once they're glued together with the flanges, I put paper paste in the inside of them to glue the inside together, which you'll see various clips of also in this video. And then once it's dry, completely dry, we cut off the flange and all that rigmarole to get a piece that stays together from the inside. So what I end up with is this puzzle, a bunch of puzzle pieces. I end up with the legs, and then like here is the back of a torso. And again, you'll see this in the clips as we go through. What I want to do with the videos is show you a piece that I'm working on that's not done yet, that I'm working on right now. The piece that I started with is the rise, the fall and the rise. And that piece is actually 2 of these figures. So it's going to be 2 figures going sort of in opposite directions, being held together. And we'll see how that goes. I never know exactly how these things are going to go. But what I would like to do throughout is to show you how I put together one particular sculpture, but also how I use all these pieces to put together all the sculptures that I'm working on. keep these videos short and sweet so that you'll enjoy them, and I hope it's a process that maybe you haven't seen before that is really interesting. I know that I'm jumping in right sort of in the middle of everything, in the middle of my process. I've been working at this for 10 years, so I don't expect you to understand and be right here with me. But I do plan to do the mold making classes, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll respond, or I'll respond by making a video. Just let me know. And I hope you enjoy it.